Go.
Hello everyone, my name is Amari Dobson, and I will introduce my audience before I begin.
Hello, I'm Kimberly Dobson.
Hello, Kendall Barron.
Hello, Chloe Barron McCrae.
Kish McCrae.
Yvonne Barron.
And my topic for today is, why is love more powerful than hate? Why do we hate one another so much? Why can't we learn to love and respect our neighbors' differences? I don't have to remind you of the enormous amount of hate in the world today. The gun violence is at an all-time high. Every day since the new leader of the free world was elected, racism seems to have become the most story in the newspapers and all other news channels. I believe every act of violence or social injustice that occur revolve around hatred. I think I have a solution to spread more love. Every day our children bear witness to our actions, and like a sponge, they soak it up and learn to act the same way. Seemingly, hate has pushed aside love and hope. We must have balance and acceptance in the world that is taught by our parents, teachers, and community. We must learn to coexist with everyone regardless of racial backgrounds, religious preferences, and social orientations. Every day people are being murdered because of their sexuality or nationality, and this has become the world we live in. The Orlando nightclub shooting on June 12, 2016 was the work of Amari, who killed 49 people and injured 58. According to the New York Times article, LGBT people are more likely to be targets of hate crimes than any other minority group. Statistics show that 20.8% of hate crimes reported to the police were perceived sexual orientations, and 61% of these attacks were against gay men. Hatred for a race of people may be because of people's own insecurities. Hatred makes you emotionally and physically weak. Hate stems from one's fear of what they don't understand. According to the Urban Wire's article, LGBTQ people are more likely to be victims of a hate crime. People in LGBTQ community are more likely to be victims of violence. People who are discriminated against turn to illegal drugs to escape the abuse they experience in their community. Now we proceed with the importance of love. We need to show love to one another. We need to love our communities because love is more powerful than hate. We have laws that protect against racism and discrimination, but we need more. The only hope for ending hatred and violence is to break the cycle by injecting love and forgiveness into the cycle, according to the Mission Alliance article, Love and Hate, according to Martin Luther King Jr. Early education starting in kindergarten and elementary school pertaining to love and respect for all mankind. If people can be taught to love, they can be taught to hate. Love is a peaceful emotion. An individual must learn to love his enemy to discover the good in his enemy, according to the Philadelphia Turbine. Every time you begin to hate a person, you should realize there is some good in that person. Hate can become a destroyer of life. According to the Love is More Powerful Than Hate article on STEMIT.com, hate is an emotion that can be easily embraced. Like love is an emotion that is taught, love can easily fade away at any time. Hatred for someone or something can last forever and be very powerful. Now I want to inform you the positive and negative outcomes. What kind of world do you want to live in? Do you want to live in peace and coexist with all people, where there is love and appreciation for people that are different? Love comes from an inner freedom in which you are not controlled by negative reactions. Or do you want to live in a world without compassion and acceptance of other people's differences? If so, the world will be full of despair, destruction, and violence. I believe love is stronger, but from what we see in the world, hate is more expressed. You need love to conquer hate. Currently, hate is more popular than love, even though it can be stronger. Love can only be stronger if it is present. If not, hate will always win. Now it is time to search deep into your spirit and take a side. Love versus hate, which is more powerful. I choose love for everyone. I beg you to take a stand, go out into your community, and educate yourselves and others on what it means to love. Learn to love your neighbor and don't make judgments about people who are different from you. Hate cannot survive if love is present. Think about this from a personal perspective. What do you have in your heart, love or hate? Any questions? Any questions?
I have a question. What does love mean to you?
Love is a feeling of knowing that you have someone you can always count on, and a mutual agreement of respect.
Great job, Amari.
Okay.